Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this recap video we're going to kick this off with a discussion of the pit bull low, because tomorrow we're going to wander into the second Thursday of the month. So the second Thursday and Friday of each month there's a tendency, and it's known as the pit bull low. This comes from Marty Schwartz, who is one of the original market wizards from Jack Schwager's book. I would highly recommend reading Market Wizards from Jack Schwager. Fantastic read. Definitely inspirational, and it's a lot about mindset. And one of the things that Marty Schwartz, aka the Pitbull, talked about is that there's a tendency to make a low on the second and third Friday of the month, which happens to be the week before expiration. So we have the third Friday of the month, that's your expiration. Second week, Thursday, Friday of the month, that's when we expect to see these Pitbull lows. And I personally look for a minor low oftentimes if we'll get it. And it's just something I can, if I can get it, fantastic. So what the idea here is to buy the weakness on Thursday, Friday. By the way, gang, sometimes it happens on Wednesday, sometimes it happens on Friday, but it's really towards the end of this second week of the month. And we're looking for that bearish momentum before the closing bell. So the last hour of the day on a Wednesday, Thursday for sure, Friday for sure, that last hour of the day, you're looking for the bearish momentum. And the idea is to buy into that low and buy into that bearishness. For us, for me, I'd look at calls. So keep this in mind. This is something that will happen every single month. When I say this will happen, you should look for the tendency. There's no guarantee that this particular phenomenon will happen, but the psychology will absolutely be relevant. So the idea then is to hold into Monday or even into the expiration itself, which would be Friday. Okay, so there it is. The trade is to hold in by Thursday or Friday, hold into Monday. So with that being said, I'm still bullish and long the S&P via calls on the SPY. We're still long and bullish the NQ via calls on the QQQ. And this to me is very, pretty much in line with the way that I like the futures trade. The reason we go with the options, by the way, is a lot of traders are uncomfortable taking the ES or NQ futures contracts overnight because, one, they require a whole lot more by way of initial margin as compared to day trading, and there's that uncertainty of risk. I don't mind taking those trades, but for our members, I'll set up an options trade in a much more controlled and quantified risk manner. You know what your risk is when you buy an option for X number of dollars, right? And you know it can't be any more than whatever you paid for that put or for that call. So in the room, just for reference, we're long from this area in here, and obviously we've hit our first profit target, and now we're wondering, could this market head higher? Now, if we're going to put the pit bull low in the next 48 hours, and I've actually still got time, these are July 19 calls, if I've still got time, it makes sense to try to take advantage of the bullish momentum into the end of the week, take advantage of the pit bull low, and my goal for not just my S&P, but also my NASDAQ long position, also we have a long position in Microsoft. We've circumnavigated the melee surrounding the social media, Facebook, Google, etc. We've circumnavigated that with one of the relative outperformers in the S&P and the NASDAQ, namely Microsoft. And we added to that a relative outperformer in the Dow by way of McDonald's. So again, stocks that are heavily weighted within the broader averages. This to me is really an extension of futures trading. I'm looking to exit these long positions into Monday, taking advantage of that pit bull low tendency. Again, no guarantee. It's almost like a seasonal, right? But it's a monthly seasonal, something we look for each and every week. So here are the notes if you want to pause the video just to take some notes or take a look at this. But this is something I look at as we go into the second Thursday, Friday of every month. I'll see you in the next update.